And with the great news that is coming out from the new deal that Sony and Disney struck for Spider-Man, we are now getting new reports that Kevin Feige is going to produce at least his own Star Wars film, which is amazing because I said this week has been back to back to back great news in the movie business, especially in everything relating to Marvel. And as you guys know, I'm a Marvel fan and I follow Marvel products religiously. And I'm so happy that Kevin Feige, the brains around the entire Marvel um, movies, is kind of like going to make a Star Wars movie. And the reason why this is great for MCU is the fact that if Kevin Feige can actually transcend his genius from the Marvel property to the Star Wars universe and bring that Star Wars universe back to the previous glory that it once held, I think it will do so much wonders for the MCU because it will keep the MCU on top of the movie business for a very, very long time. People don't really understand the role Kevin Feige plays. They think he's just a regular producer. This guy is a damn genius. He does everything right, and I'm so happy he has been able to build MCU to the point that it's not only just a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood, but it's a force to be beaten for a very, very long time because this guy has literally produced 22 movies, 23 movies that have been averaging $1 billion per piece. Like, these movies have made $23 billion. One of that movie is already the highest grossing film of all time. One of that movie just became the highest grossing movie of a particular studio. One of that same movie became another highest grossing film of another particular studio. And it's so interesting to see what Kevin Feige can do with the Star Wars franchise. I don't need him to produce 5 movies. I just need him to make one, maybe 2 if he wants to maybe make a sequel. But at least let's get 2 movies from him, because personally I have lost all faith in Star Wars. I'm no longer a fan of Star Wars because ever since that Force Awakens, it left so much of a bad taste in my mouth that I don't think I've recovered from that bad. That movie was terrible. It was horrible in my opinion. I know people loved it. People liked The Last Jedi as well. Last Jedi was trash to me. I think the only new Star Wars film that I actually liked was this one that flopped last year, a Star Wars Story Solo. As much as people didn't like that, I kind of liked the way they made the movie. It resonated with me. I like the character. I like the character build of Solo, and I like the entire movie. But every other thing they've done in recent times has been pathetic. It's not comparable to the Phantom of Menace that introduced me to the Jedi's, and I fell in love with the Jedi story. It's no longer like that. I just despise the new Rey storyline, the whole I'm just not a fan of the new Star Wars. And the new one coming in December, I do not know whether I will go to the theaters to watch this one. I may have to skip it because I've been so disappointed with Star Wars as a brand that I may have to skip the ninth one. I don't know yet, but let's see what December brings. But for now, I may have to let the ninth Star Wars to slide by, especially when it comes out in theater. So guys, follow us on social media. This more or less what's happening in the world of the Star Wars franchise, and for the fact Kevin Feige is producing this new, at least going to produce a new Star Wars movie. I'm very, very excited for what the future holds for the franchise that is Star Wars. And I'll bring you guys more content like this if follow us on social media, guys.